bitch not Braga?
Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College. Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are filing into Alumni Stadium. They'll look between the field hockey lines, perhaps underneath the Musco lighting that's been imported in, and hope that there will be a party in the moons. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Virginia Tech Hokies taking on the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Virginia Tech's offense will go to work first. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Finds his man. It's Selden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Hokies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, fourth down, own territory, going for it. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
Takes the grab. It's Green. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and make.
Oh, he's got some space. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Hokies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Caught over the middle. It's Selden. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Hokies trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Eagles offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Boston College right back to the line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
After after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give on the option. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's got enough to give Boston College the first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Turning it on! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves, and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Throws toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Extra point here will tie the game. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Turns it on in midfield. He's running free down the middle. 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Possession from their own 20. the first one they've used this half. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Gives it on the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period, first down here. Tight end now in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
BC back to work after picking up the first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. It's a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense is going draw. The back tries to bounce it to the outside. But look at all the defenders on that play, how they were able to shed their blocks and run. They were able to get hats to the football and force a tackle for loss.
Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying to knock him.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. On the run, it's Knight. Breaks into the open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll try the outside to the left. Slithers into space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Dances away. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Snagged in the middle. It's Overton. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Hifton is coming out on the goal line. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to punch it in. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
Well, you got to give this offense a lot of credit because they've been really physical. They've been doing a nice job running the football on this drive, getting themselves into this position, third down in the red zone. They've got a 4-point lead. Obviously, a huge third down here, but even if they don't get it, they can kick the field goal, make this a 7-point game. Obviously, they're thinking touchdown, trying to make this a 2-possession game.
To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Golden Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They've got him working wide, but they're going to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Norton. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Boston College will send out the punt team.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
All the way back to the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Hokies will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Oh, man, the coach might want to think about putting this defender on offense. He almost dragged his toe in bounds. That was almost an interception. Nice job.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really...
Going to take a shot at this DB. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The give out of the gun. Got the 1st down and more. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hokies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. It's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From From the gun, wants to pass. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
I'll tell you, this defense in their front 7, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gash there.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Here's the hit. Hit as he throws. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try the run. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short.
And I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Catch in the middle, it's Norton.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's Harris. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball spotted at the 21, it's 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. The Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Norton. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They piece together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Using the quick game. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets a block. Touchdown, Hokies! Stealing a score on special teams. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by 10 to Georgia. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Norton.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Rides the back and leaves it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the quarterback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that quarterback.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Trying to escape and get it himself. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
And now on second down for this offense. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's looking deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Grab near the marker, it's Robinson. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Ball marked at the 26, it's first and 10. To the air, it's Madsen. Fires to the tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And here comes the offense on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. On the ground, it's Knight. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Hokies are threatening on first and goal. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Quick strike through the air for the score. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. It's complete to the left. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The Golden Eagles in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Norton. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Fires it incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Boston College. Went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles.
Touchdown, Hokies! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, and I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it will take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
After that incompletion, fourth and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Boston College, 17.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking the deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say